nothing stalls a dream faster than that little voice saying you're second rate. I've heard it whisper in alleys, office hallways, even backstage, right before the lights popped on. It slithers in with its crooked grin, telling you the crowd won't care, the boss won't listen, the world won't notice. But here's the trick no textbook spells out. Greatness is 90% costume. Slip on the swagger, zip up the self-belief, and suddenly the mirror flexes back a champion who's been hiding under yesterday's doubts. Picture a kid on a cracked playground court, sneakers squealing like wounded birds. He's 5 feet nothing, guarding a guy built like a brick warehouse. Logic says he should stay in his lane, pass the ball, wait for someone taller. Instead, he squares his shoulders, narrows his eyes, and steals the rebound that's twice his height. Why? He played the part before the whistle blew. When the mind rehearses victory, the body tags along, muscle memory loading scripts like an underground DJ spinning unheard tracks. We're all that kid. We bump into giants in spreadsheets, board meetings, TikTok comment sections, family gatherings where everyone thinks they know your ceiling. The giants bark, but bark isn't bite. Bite belongs to the one who walks in acting bigger than the tall tale. Confidence real, confidence isn't loud. It's rooted like a tree that shrugged off 1,000 storms. And here's the kicker. You plant that tree with words. Tell yourself no one is better, and the brain, desperate to stay congruent, starts rearranging reality to match the headline. So, forget waiting for the award, the blue check, the fancy title. Write the title in permanent marker across your own chest right now. Because the universe doesn't send out invitations, it responds to declarations. Take a moment, right now with the phone still buzzing in your palm and imagine a highlight reel of your future greatest hits. Hear the cheers, taste the victory meal. Feel the humid rush of gratitude and relief flooding your lungs after you pulled off the impossible play. That reel isn't fantasy, it's a construction blueprint. Architects draft models before cranes ever arrive. Your mind does the same. So crank the saturation, pump the soundtrack. The more vivid the preview, the easier the follow-through feels. And if some cynical bystander rolls their eyes at your self-made trailer, remember they're not the director you are. They don't sit in your daily rushes or pay the emotional budget. Their skepticism is background static. Your vision is the broadcast. Keep the dial fixed on your signal and let their noise fade like an AM station at midnight. Confidence, in its rawest form, is a decision made every dawn. I will step out dressed in certainty. Even if the zipper sticks no returns accepted. Remember Muhammad Ali. He didn't prance into the ring announcing he hoped to be decent. He declared he was the greatest before he built the record to match. The declaration came first, the stats chased after. That's the order champions follow. They craft a persona so unmistakable that reality has no choice but to keep up. Let's get practical. Tomorrow morning, when your alarm unloads its shrill argument, don't roll over like a loser negotiating for mercy. Sit up like a CEO on opening bell. Plant your feet, grin at the bathroom mirror. Greet the reflection as the undisputed heavyweight of whatever field you've claimed. Your posture changes, your breath deepens, your neurons fire off dopamine. Just because you staged a one-man pep rally before sunrise. Tiny ritual, colossal ripple. Slide into the subway or onto the highway and carry that posture. Notice how people step aside, how conversations tilt, how opportunities you used to miss now flash like neon in a desert night. Some will scoff, call you arrogant. Let them. Arrogance is insecurity, pretending to be brave. Confidence is bravery, skipping the pretense. You'll know which cape you're wearing by how quietly powerful you feel when nobody's watching. Think of every email you write as a trophy speech delivered in advance. Tight sentences, active verbs, zero apology. You're not asking for permission, you're confirming arrangements. When you pitch a client, talk like the deal is already inked, because people invest in certainty more than product specs. The human brain is wired for shortcut heuristics. Certainty is the brightest neon sign on the strip. But certainty isn't static. It's a muscle. And muscles tear a bit before they grow. That means you'll fake it some days, wobble others, maybe eat humble pie when results lag. Cool, eat it with silverware. Refinement is part of the feast. What you can't do is slip back into self-doubt because a scoreboard temporarily disagrees. Act as if, every day, rain or drought, until the scoreboard can't help but sync up. Now let's drag this into the street, where life throws elbows. Boss dumps extra projects at 4:59 p.m. Smile like it was your genius idea, then deliver, friend lands the promotion you wanted. Clap hard, steal their hustle playlist, double your reps. Social feed crawls with highlight reels that dwarf your milestone. Remember, those reels are curated illusions, whereas your grind is under construction but real estate nonetheless. I once coached a barista who dreamed of running a tech startup. He practiced investor pitches between frothing lattes, wore crisp shirts under the apron, treated every customer like a board member. 6 months later, a regular funded his MVP after saying, "You greet me like a billionaire." That's the doctrine. Behave like it's done until others can't ignore the echo. Scientists call it self-signaling. Actions broadcast to your own subconscious who you are. Dress sharper, speak clearer, stand taller, and your subconscious locks those settings as default. Suddenly, procrastination feels foreign. Mediocrity, itchy. Excellence, unavoidable. The best part, it's contagious. Your crew will either level up or fade out. Both outcomes elevate you. Now, acting doesn't mean lying. It means selecting the future truth and living inside it early. You're not fabricating credentials, you're test driving them. Thomas Edison announced he'd light the world before he had a reliable filament. He blew through thousands of failures, each one a ticket stamped on the way to inevitability. The light bulb wasn't luck, it was stubborn theatre that got real. Adopt that stubborn theatre. Walk into negotiations with the composure of someone who's already closed bigger deals. Step on stage, literal or digital, with the rhythm of a headliner, even if tonight you're opening for an empty room. Reality loves persistence dressed as audacity. Keep wearing it long enough, and the costume fuses to skin. And if imposter syndrome snarls, flip it. Only imposters worry about being imposters. Legends worry about time, they've got mountains to move before sunset. So, when that uneasy pang hits, say thank you. It proves you're stretching. Then stretch further. Keep your environment honest. Playlists that roar, books that challenge, mentors who refuse to coddle. When doubters appear, treat them like sparring partners, use their jabs to sharpen your counterpunch. Every you can't becomes cardio for the climb. Lastly, celebrate micro wins with macro energy. Sent an email, faster, boom, victory lap. Nailed a presentation, fireworks. Each celebration stamps excellence deeper into muscle memory. You're engraving greatness groove by groove. Raw truth. The grind rewards souls who wield relentless, visible persistence. Here's the bottom line. Plain as a sunrise over city rooftops. The world mirrors back what you insist upon. Act small, think small. You shrink until people walk through you like smoke. Act monumental, talk it, walk it, breathe. it and the same city that once ignored you starts clearing a runway. It's not magic, it's mechanics. Belief fuels behavior. Behavior breeds evidence. Evidence cements belief. That loop, once spinning, is harder to stop than a freight train. Some nights doubt will crawl in through the vents, chanting its tired lullabies. You're faking, you're late, you're outclassed. Let it chant, then answer back in deeds. Hit send on the proposal. Lace up for the extra mile. Rehearse the pitch one more time under a street lamp while taxis hiss by. Motion murders doubt. Every action is a vote cast for the hero you're becoming. You don't owe the world humility that masks your light. You owe it the fullest blaze you can muster, because someone out there is lost. Scanning the horizon for a silhouette brave enough to walk first, be that silhouette, stand so tall their excuses look like potholes. When people gasp, who does she think she is? Let your grin say, exactly who I decided to be. And when the accolades finally stack, because they will accept them with grace, but not surprise, you rehearsed this scene in lonely bedrooms, in cracked screen reflections, in the silent chambers of your skull. The applause is simply the soundtrack catching up to the movie you've been projecting all along. So, tomorrow, when your feet hit the floor, crown yourself before the world gets a vote. Stride into hallways as if carpets unrolled just to feel your weight. Speak as if your sentences autograph the air. Work as if the scoreboard already reads undefeated, because the secret is out. Nobody is better than you once you stop arguing with yourself and start acting like the verdict's already written. Let me leave you with a ritual that locks the whole philosophy in place. Tonight, before sleep clamps your eyelids, write tomorrow's victories in past tense. Close the deal with effortless swagger. Crushed the workout and laughed at mile 4. Spoke truth in the meeting and watched the room lean in. Your brain, half drowsy, accepts the statements as fate's accomplice and starts wiring neurons overnight to make dawn a formality. When dawn arrives, embody the script. If glitches appear because life loves plot twists pivot without dropping tempo, champions aren't those who never stumble. They're dancers who miss a beat, improvise, and make the slip look choreographed. Remember, perfection is a broke artist. Mastery is a working professional. You're aiming for mastery, paid in full by each recovered misstep. Another anchor, gratitude with teeth. Not the polite kind muttered over lattes, but the fierce gratitude that roars, I get another shot. List 5 privileges you wield: lungs, legs, phi, mentors, the sun, and then weaponize them. Use curiosity as rocket fuel. When gratitude fuels action, entitlement evaporates, and momentum powders obstacles into dust. You might wonder, what if I act big and still fall flat? Here's the not-so-secret. Falling flat while acting big plants you higher than standing tall while playing small. Altitude matters. Even failure at rooftop level offers a better view than timid success in the basement. Someday, years from now, someone younger will tug your sleeve, asking for the recipe. You'll laugh, because by then the swagger feels like breathing. But hand them the recipe anyway. Think it, speak it, do it. Repeat until the echo becomes anthem and the anthem becomes law. This is your contract with yourself, signed in resolve, co-signed by action, notarized by time. Frame it on the inside of your skull, and every morning read the closing clause aloud. Act as if you are the best. Persist until no one friend, foe, fate, or physics can present a shred of evidence to the contrary. Then keep acting, because the summit you claimed today is just a stepping stone tomorrow. Greatness, after all, is a habit, not a headline. For this spinning planet,